Everybody has a favorite road trip. For some, it may be a 1961 Ferrari 250 California Spider over the Stelvio Pass, a Bugatti Veyron on the Autobahn, or a Mustang. Which one is your favorite? Have you heard about the road called the Tail of the Dragon in Tennessee? Or Route 66? In today's video, we drive down the memory lane. Buckle up, it's time to take a trip down memory lane. Strap in and get ready for an unforgettable journey, one filled with nostalgia, laughter, and a few unexpected turns. All you have to do is stay along for the ride until the very end. Trust me, this is an experience you won't want to miss. Here are some interesting facts about these roads. The Tail of the Dragon. Many people believe that the Tail of the Dragon near Deals Gap is the ideal East Coast route for sports cars and motorcycles. Also referred to as US 129, this route is very tricky and difficult for even the most seasoned drivers to navigate. The tail may be run in either direction, although most people begin at Deals Gap, North Carolina. After there, they go 11 miles across the state line into Tennessee. The Tail of the Dragon comes to a close at Tabcat Creek Bridge in Tennessee after a thrilling and demanding journey. You don't come to the tail to gaze at the surroundings. Even though the route scenery is worth the journey in itself, your attention is on the road because you are there to drive. There are several things you should know before you attempt the Dragon's Tail if you're interested in doing it. The road has many defining characteristics that have attracted enthusiasts for years. Here's what you need to know about the curves on the road. Over the course of 11 miles, the Dragon's Tail has 318 turns. In contrast to the West Coast rugged mountain routes, the paved, two-lane road is largely level. Though modern Mustangs and other sports vehicles may still compete, motorbikes usually perform best on the tail. However, be advised that there are several tight curves if you plan to drive an earlier Mustang. For instance, there will be several bank curves and hairpins that are over 300 degrees. For anybody wishing to put their technical driving skills to the test, this makes it the ideal road. The speed restriction is 30 miles per hour since the route is quite narrow and the twists are very sharp. This isn't a top speed route, so even if it seems sluggish, the majority of curves you'll encounter are in second or third gear. Additionally, you cannot cross the yellow line. But don't worry, there are many places to stop and give folks space. It takes about 30 to 40 minutes on average to complete all 318 bends. April to October is the ideal time of year to attempt to tackle the Dragon's Tail. It's advisable to stay off the road during the cooler months because it might get really shady. Additionally, it is preferable to leave as early in the morning as possible. As the day wears on, the road only becomes more congested. This walk is often thought of as an autumnal pastime. A wonderful day is created by the mild weather and the stunning vistas of the falling leaves. Some of the muscle cars on this road include a Dodge SRT Viper GTS. Controlling the Dodge SRT Viper GTS was never simple. When it reached the streets, the 8.4-liter V10 engine's 640 horsepower provided for some exciting action. With its many upgrades, the automobile in the video below has upped the ante, but you'll need to be alert to keep this serpent on the road as it faces the renowned Tail of the Dragon at Deals Gap. In a way, the Viper had a rebirth in 2013. With a makeover and improved driving characteristics, it returned to dealerships after a 2-year hiatus. Dodge stopped using its moniker and just called the vehicle the SRT Viper. There was a coupe and a convertible, with the coupe being dubbed the GTS. The new Viper was less terrifying than the previous version thanks to a lot of engineering work. The car was sharpened and made more predictable near the limit with the addition of reinforcing braces, a strengthened frame, and a redesigned track. Additionally, the driver received more information from the stiffer chassis, which made the automobile simpler to control as the speed climbed. Along the North Carolina border with Tennessee, there's a fantastic road called Deals Gap, sometimes referred to as the Tail of the Dragon or just the Dragon. It is one of the most winding roads in the nation, measuring 11 miles in length and including 318 turns. A haven for performance drivers, the Tail of the Dragon is well liked by both motorcyclists and auto aficionados. And it's really risky too. The Tennessee police conduct routine patrols to control car speeds, and emergency rescue teams are stationed there throughout the summer. Route 66, among, if not the most, well-traveled roadways in the nation is Route 66. Even with its widespread use, there are a few interesting idioms regarding the Mother Road and its origins that few people are aware of. There were 23 million automobiles owned by the end of the 1920s. The American driving public's greater mobility led to more traffic as more individuals wanted to travel across the nation. The issue was that there was no straightforward route between Los Angeles and Chicago. The road was dubbed the shortest, best, and most scenic route from Chicago through St. Louis to Los Angeles by the recently established U.S. Route 66 Association. In 1904, Cyrus Avery moved from Missouri to Indian Territory to work as an insurance agent. Later, he made investments in the oil and gas sector and ventured into real estate finance. After relocating to Tulsa in 1907, he purchased a farm close to the city in 1908. Avery quickly came to the conclusion that Tulsa and the young state would benefit from an interstate highway system. He joined the Oklahoma Good Roads Association after being intrigued by the Missouri Good Roads movement. From 1917 until 1927, he presided over the Albert Pike Highway Association as its president. He is said to have been in charge of building the 11th Street Bridge, which replaced an outdated wooden bridge across the Arkansas River, while serving as the Tulsa County Commission's chairman from 1913 to 1916. He started advocating for road improvements around the state. Additionally, he played a key role in the development of the Ozark Trails, a road network that links St. Louis to Amarillo, Texas. He was chosen president of the Related Highway Associations of America after putting in countless hours to improve roads. He established a gasoline tax to finance the state highway department after being nominated to Oklahoma State Highway Commission. Some of the classic muscle cars that have been on this road includes the Buick Wildcat, the Chevrolet Corvette C1, and Chevrolet Chevelle SS. The Buick Wildcat's spacious cabin and extensive engine options have made it a rather well-liked car. Although the first generation was excellent, the model to aim for is the second generation, which was sold from 1965 to 1970. There were 3 different models of the Wildcat: sedan, 2-door hardtop, and convertible. Many buyers chose the white leather inside that matched the darker exterior color. Even though the Wildcat has 360 horsepower, it was designed more as a cruiser than a muscle car. While the Chevrolet Corvette being one of the most recognizable GM cars ever produced is the first generation, with its stunning styling and potent V8 engines. The car had a significant redesign in the 1960s that totally altered the model's appearance and ultimately led to the adoption of the dual tail light design that is still in use today. Before receiving a genuine V8 2 years after its debut, the original Corvette had a 3.9-liter straight 6. An exquisite automobile, the C1 would be among the best choices for a journey down Route 66. And the Chevy Chevelle SS. On the market in the 1960s and 1970s, the Chevrolet Chevelle SS was one of the most well-liked bigger muscle cars. With a large 454 7.4-liter V8 engine that produces 360 horsepower, the most powerful variant is transmitted to the rear wheels via a 3-speed automatic or a 4-speed manual. Due to its distinctive appearance and profile, which features the front grille design that would be utilized on Chevrolets for decades to come, the Chevelle is among the most easily identifiable GM muscle cars today. Muscle cars wouldn't be fun without these roads. It made these cars show their potential and how powerful they are. Whether you're a lifelong gearhead or just discovering the thrill of the drive, these classic road trips offer a chance to step back in time and experience the raw power and freedom of the open road. What do you think about these roads? Let's have your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more automotive nostalgia and tips to make the most of your classic car journeys. The open road awaits.